Okay, so setup wise, like I said, looking very, very good, looking very relaxed over the ball. The triangle that we discussed, obviously, it's set up here. We've got nicely. For me now, it's maintaining that width from the sort of centre of your chest to your hands. What would happen in the past, though, we get to about here, would be okay. What we'd want to see now is that width in the arm and the hinge coming in the wrists. Unfortunately, what we had sometimes, as you go back, that left arm now you can see really starting to hinge. Your wrists now, relative to your forearms, haven't really bent at all. You've basically pivoted your elbow, hinged your elbow, and the wrist haven't hinged at all. So when you get to here now, you're very, very close. Now, if you create this angle too much, okay, when you started off with a fairly extended left arm, not locking straight, but fairly, as you are, just hanging from the shoulders, if you bend it so much, on the way down, you then got to start extending it. Now, when you did that, it was okay, but it took you 4 or 5 swings, we said, to figure out where the ball was. When you changed clubs, the ball now is further away from you. And also the reaction then extending down to there, your arm then, as a result of that, had to then start kind of pulling through. This left arm kind of sucks up a little bit, and what that will cause is the face to remain a bit open. So when you've got a good strike, if this is kind of your target line, the ball would go whoop, and just drift off to the right. Certainly nowhere near as much as it was 6 months ago, whatever it was, back in the summer, we were playing some shots and stuff, but it's still there in a little bit of a way. Okay, so if we look back where you were here, and then this was a slightly shorter swing, but still fairly full in terms of its length. There you go. So you can see now your right arm there, softening, wrist hinging, so much more width there to the top of your backswing. Now, obviously in time, we can go a little bit further. This was a 3-wood, okay? But you just maintain that there now as you go back to the golf ball. Very, very nice movement there. Good strike of the ball. And then swing through. Now, the movement through here we can see is still a little bit this way. What we would like to see, and this is going to be the hinging and the unhinging of the wrist. On the way back, you create what we call the L position, purely because it looks like an L shape. On the way through, what we'd like to see is some sort of mirror to that on the other side. That's a sign then you've unhinged the wrists kind of to the other way. What we see as you come through now is a little bit kind of pulling. So when you get to about here, this position here, the left arm had softened a little bit. This club now would be up here. The club, unfortunately, now is sort of sticking out in front of you because you could have pushed it towards target, which just leaves that face open a little bit to target there, but through to a nice finish. One thing to be, as we said, to be conscious of when you practice, understand short, slow swings, what they are. Step away, step in, full swing, go. You sometimes did kind of short swings but want power, or then really long swings but don't go too far, and you're trying to, when you change your speed, change your length, there's too many things you're trying to coordinate. Then we're trying to focus on one thing with the arm. If you add speed and length of swing to that to try and check, it's just, you're going to be all over the place. Okay, so keep that width in the swing.
I'll swing,
definitely get
but not 65 or 63%.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, makes sense. Good stuff.